We're getting there, but he is eating through us with those ion beams. Come on, lasers, get to those ion beams. It's your only hope. Oh, he's breaking through us. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Cosmoteer. Last time we did the missiles only challenge where we had a budget of about 2 million. We exceeded it just a little bit and we made something that only uses missiles and put it up against the Crescent Wrath, which I thought was the best ship in the game. But some of you were saying that, no, the Crescent Wrath isn't the best ship, the Cerberus is. So we have the Cerberus over here. And another thing you guys were saying is I haven't been putting them on AI when I've been battling them, and you think I should be putting them on AI. So I've just set the Cerberus and my missiles only thing to AI. We're about to set them as enemies and see what they do, just to settle that debate. But after that, we're going to be doing the lasers only challenge. We're going to get about 2 million worth of just lasers and see what we can build with that and see how effective it is against the other ships. And we're going to pretty much be finding out, is it more effective to have a diverse range of weaponry on your ships, or can you get away with just overloading a particular style of weapon? Now, this thing seems pretty well shielded up, so it's going to be interesting to see how my missiles fare. But remember, this thing is actually pretty well armored up. It's pretty well segmented so that there's going to be no chain reactions that go through it. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a formidable opponent, but we're going to see, is the Cerberus good enough to beat this? Now, one of the things I'm not sure about is there's been an update that has made some balance changes. So I don't know if that's going to affect the way that my ship, my missiles only ship operates, but we're going to find out. I'm going to set this Cerberus guy to, player 2. All right, so here it comes. Moment of truth. Which one do you think is going to win? Place your bets in the comments below. Missiles only or the infamous Cerberus? Here we go. All right, they're slow off to the start. They're going to get within range of each other. We're going to... Oh, there goes all the missiles. How's it going to do? Ho! It went right through the middle prong there. But now he has his ion beams cutting through on my missiles. Can my missiles reload quick enough to get to those ion beams? It doesn't look like those ion beams are being affected. We're going around to the outside instead. So these outside missiles are now doing a lot of the work, but his point defense is actually really being effective over here on the sides. But we've almost cut him in half. I now have 2 different ships here. Luckily, I have 2 control panels to control each of these sides. And it is a close battle right now. I do not know who is going to win this. It looks like... I really don't know. I have no idea who's in the advantage right here. But he looks like he's running away, to be honest. Does he not have any more weapons left? He has a couple of cannons. He's got some fire issues, but then again, so do we. We just had an explosion from our fires over here. I don't have any like, fire extinguishers, as usual. I don't know if we are fighting anymore. I don't know if our ships have enough control. It looks like our fires are still raging wild, so unless these guys can control themselves to get over and attack this thing, I might have to call this a draw. This is actually a really unexpected result. This is literally, it looks like a draw. We might have to do a rematch. He has put his fires out thanks to his fire extinguishers. Maybe I should have put some fire extinguishers, huh? Maybe I should have put some fire extinguishers. Oh, but we no longer, the fire has exploded off. Now we have just this thing. Oh, we're firing more missiles. We have re-engaged our target. It looks like his point defense is now gone, and he is no longer attacking us. He has no more weapons over here. Oh, he does have point defense on this thing, but no weapons. Does he have any weapons at all? There's a, nope, just point defense. Oh, and a cannon. He does have a cannon, and that cannon is actually doing some damage to us right now. What about this guy over here? Oh, that is not looking good. That is not looking good at all. He has 2 sets of missiles, though, and they are loaded, but he has only a single thruster, and the control room is about to explode, and... I'm sorry, people, but what's going on down here? Yeah, I don't... Nope, we still got this guy over here. Still going around. I gotta be honest, I think we're gonna call this a draw because he, I don't think, has any control left. I don't think there's any more control room left. Whereas I am at least going around and still controlling myself. So let's do a rematch and see if we can get a definitive win here. That was actually way more exciting than I expected it to be. All right, round 2. First round was pretty much a draw. Let's see what they do now. Oh, he's turning around. Wait, aren't you guys supposed to be attacking each other? I thought the AI was supposed to be smart. He's turning around. All of your missiles are on this side. Why are you turning your back? Oh, this is terrible. This doesn't count. This is you cannot do this. This is not how you start your battle. You're at a huge disadvantage. All right, I'm gonna let it play out anyway. We'll see what happens. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was actually really effective. I wonder if the AI was taking that into account, because rather than doing all of our missiles at once, we just did a gradual volley throughout the entire length as we turned into this thing. Holy cow. Look at this. Look at this. And now we're doing another gradual volley as each one reloads. We just demolished, absolutely demolished that Cerberus. I just had my mind blown. How much damage do we have over here? He did 10,000 worth of damage. No fires or anything like that. Well, there's your answer. We have defeated the Cerberus with absolutely no issue whatsoever. It was a tie the first time, and then that time was just no issue at all. That was I'm impressed with the AI there. I don't know if that was intentional, but if it was, that was a pretty good use of the AI. So now let's actually do the purpose of this episode, which is looking for what is the lasers only ship going to do. Oh, what do you do? Really? Is that really necessary? All of that just for these single little pieces of debris? Seems like a little bit overkill, don't you think? Look at all those missiles. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and build a similar design to this, because I think having the entire wall of weapons is a little bit more effective, because it gives you more control over your weapons firing in a wall, versus just if they're in a weird shape, then they have different ranges and it might be a little bit more awkward. So we're gonna go for more of like a wall of lasers. We're gonna see how many we can get to 2 million. So that means I'm gonna have to experiment with the crew, reactor core, and yeah, I think, and that's it. They don't need any ammo like the missiles do. So we're just gonna have reactor cores and crew, and I have to figure out how many lasers can I have per reactor core efficiently, and how many crew do I need per laser. And then we can segregate them and protect them from chain reactions. All right, so we got about 2 million to work with. I'm gonna try not to go over 2 million, since Cerberus is like 1.9 million, and we can only use the small laser here. So let's just figure out, let's turn symmetry mode on. So if I just if I put 2 lasers in a single reactor core, let's see, I'm gonna keep putting lasers attached to this, and we're gonna see when this little reactor core thing goes over here. We're gonna see when that meter starts to go down, and then we're gonna use that as our barometer for how many lasers we can have per reactor core. I don't know how reliable a method that is, but it's the best way I can figure out. So it looks like, all right, here we go. It looks like we can have 6 lasers per reactor core. Now, how much crew do we need per reactor core? So we got 6 lasers. And what if I just put 1 bed of crew? Not enough. What if I put 2 beds? Perfect. Okay, it looks like this might be the ideal setup right here. 6 lasers, 2 sets of crew, and a single reactor core. So now all I have to do is insulate this to protect it from being exploded, and we should be good. And this time I'm actually gonna put some fire extinguishers. We're gonna put 2 fire extinguishers in each section. All right, so this cost us about 50,000. We should be able to put, what, 40 of these to get our $2 million budget? But I think we're good. I think I'm good to just copy this and paste it next to itself a whole bunch of times. All right, so I've literally taken up the entire length of the bounding box of the build area, and we're only at 700,014. So I'm actually going to have a little bit of trouble using all of the money for these lasers. These lasers are really cheap, which makes me wonder how much power is this actually going to have. So I'm going to add some to the side as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've come up with. It had just broke 2 million. It is 2,450,000, and I had to actually get rid of some some thrusters, and a couple of control rooms. I was actually going to have it be really, really like destruction proof, where I would have a bunch of control rooms per segment, but now I have still a bunch of control rooms, but not as many as I initially planned on. So if any of these sections gets divided in half, like any wall here gets divided in half, each half has its own control room on it that should still be able to keep it running until that gets destroyed. But my plan here is we have this basic first wall in front of us here, and that's going to be like the main driving force of attack. And if this gets taken through, we have two other walls behind it that are also independently controlled with control rooms. And we also have some defense from the side as well, and not a whole lot in the back, but we're hoping that we're going to be able to keep ourselves facing the enemy either way. So I'm going to save this really quick, and then I think first we're going to go up against, we're going to do kind of like the ramping up that we did before. We're going to start off with some easier ships, work our way up to the Crescent Wrath, and then the Cerberus as well, if the Crescent Wrath doesn't seem to... Actually, we'll do it either way, because I'm still not sure. I don't know, is the Cerberus really that much better than the Crescent Wrath? I don't know which one's better, but if we can't beat the Crescent Wrath, and we can beat the Cerberus, then maybe that'll tell us a little bit about which one might actually be better. All right, so we're going to start off really, really simple with a $770,000 ship here called Firestarter. And we're going to see, uh-oh, the AI is going out of control over there. I just want to see what happens on a weaker ship, because I think that'd be really hilarious to watch. All right, the AI is officially set to attack each other. We're going to put on some normal speed and see what it is that they do. Oh, Firestarter's running away. Good strategy to start off with there. Now my ship, I didn't put any backwards thrust on it, so it's going to have a little bit of trouble stopping, probably, and changing its direction, but it seems to just want to be going this direction right now. I don't exactly know what the goal is here. Oh, here he goes. He's got some cannons going on. Now I do have... Oh, look at all those lasers. Look at all those lasers. He crashed into us. Oh, and he blew right through us. Actually, lasers seem pretty weak. Lasers seem really weak now that I'm looking at it. I do not have a lot of hope for lasers only anymore. If we can't even beat a less than $1 million ship, then we're gonna have no hope against anything else. But you can see our first section has been destroyed. I actually don't think that has a control room on it. The control rooms are at the ends. That was unexpected. We might have to put a control room in the middle to adjust. But yeah, that section is now useless, but we have two more walls to go through of lasers here, and then we still have our side lasers that are also independently controlled, and we have destroyed his complete center of his ship is exploded now. He's got fires going everywhere. Our lasers are doing a really good job now. You know what? Maybe I underestimated it. It seemed really weak at the start, but that was only the first wave of lasers. We still have two more waves to go through, and we've just annihilated him, to be honest. Like, we've just completely tore him through. I don't have a lot of confidence in this ship. The missiles just obliterated the weaker ship. So this thing took a while, and that is what is a little bit concerning. So, oh, he's still going for it. I'm gonna keep the ship as is, and we're gonna repair it and go towards a stronger ship for sure. All right, so this one was 770. Let's see if we can find like a 1.3 million. How's the Hammerhead? Oh, there we go. 1.2 million. Let's try the Hammerhead. See how these guys do against each other. What happens now? If we can't beat the Hammerhead, that's going to be pretty sad, to be honest. But then we at least know that $2 million worth of lasers is not worth the money. If you're going to have $2 million to build a starship, you're going to want to do it on missiles. Yeah, he's already separated one of our sections. Luckily, we do have a control panel on this guy right here, so he's going to control himself at least for a little while. And this guy is just turning all around, showing us all of his curves, all of his sides here. It looks like he's pretty much run out of ammo and power. He's used all of his reserves, so he's reloading, and that's giving us a chance to do some damage uninhibited right now. His missiles are coming back at us, but for the most part, we're doing pretty well. We still have two walls left. This last wall hasn't even seen the light of day during this battle yet. We've eaten through his tail. His head is still pretty well intact, though. He's got some cannons going on at us. Oh, we just blew right through the center of his head. His brain is pretty much exploded. That's what happened there. Our side missiles are actually doing something over on these little pieces. This guy still has his control room, and it looks like we've blown right through his center now. He has 2 different segments here, and I think he's pretty much out of weapons. He's out of firepower. He is on fire, and we are about to just finish him off. He's got these couple little reactor cores in there, and I think this battle is over. So, I may have spoken too soon by saying these missiles, these lasers are really weak. It seems that they can actually hold their own, especially having these 3 layers over here. All right, let's just fast forward this last section. Look at all those lasers. Oh, that is great. So nobody's gotten to the 3rd wall of lasers yet. So let's see. Let's go for, what else is a challenge here? Is it time to go for, what about the beast? I don't know if I'm comfortable with the beast. You know what, let's try it. Let's try the beast, because some of you were saying that having the beast not on AI was one of the worst things I could do, because the beast is pretty much, you need it to be on AI for it to be used in its full effectiveness. So let's see, how are we going to fare against the beast with AI mode activated? All right, AI mode normal, allegiance player 2. They are already targeting each other. So let's have this guy turn around before he gets to you, man. Oh yeah, look at that thing. He's just in turning mode right now. It doesn't seem like he has any long range. All right. The attack has begun. Let's see how quickly we can eat through the beast, if we even can. I don't know if he's gonna eat through us quicker. He's made 1 little dent in the front wall here, but other than that, we're holding up pretty well so far. It's slow going. It seems really slow going. The beast is a formidable opponent as far as how quickly we're able to get through him. Actually, we got through that. Whoa, what is happening? We were apparently following a little tiny segment there. We can blast through some of these pretty quickly as individual sections, but it looks like some of them have their own control rooms as well. That guy's controlling himself, but we're not really focused on him right now. We're focused on the main part of the beast, which is good. I feel like we're doing pretty well. He's separated this section here, but it's still shooting, so that's good. And our second wall is completely intact, it looks like. So I think we're gonna fare pretty well. It seems like we've gotten to most of his major weapons. I'm not seeing any other weapons really even fighting back against us. What's the rest of this ship made out of if he doesn't have any more weapons left? Why have we given up? They seem to have reached a mutual agreement of like, all right, the beast is hurt. Oh, are you serious? Are you really going after that little piece when you have this giant thing over here? I think you should probably focus on this guy, right? Huh? But I don't know if the beast has any more weapons left. He keeps coming at us, but he's not shooting anything. If he doesn't have any more weapons left, I think I'm going to declare this an early victory rather than actually waiting to get through him as a whole. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and fast forward it. Whoa. Super fast forward. Super fast forward. All right, 2 times is a little bit more manageable for frames. Man, just look at those walls of lasers. I like how this section is still shooting. Look at this section still going at it. Whoop. All right, well, we've officially won against the beast. The beast was not as impressive as I thought it was going to be on AI mode. It just seems to not have the firepower. So it's time for the Crescent Wrath. I was calling it Wraith last time. Was I wrong? I think I was wrong. It is Wrath. I don't know. I saw an I in there for some reason. Okay, so now this is where I'm actually unsure if we have a chance here. I know that the missiles are pretty weak in general, and this guy has a lot of shields. We haven't really encountered that many shields yet. Oh, and he has a lot of missiles, and missiles are really going to be effective against us. It just blasted right through our side, right through our center. It's already separated this piece, but we still have a control room there, but it's opened up part of the second wall. We've eaten through half of his face there, and other than that, he's running out of ammo though now, so he's going to be a little bit slower now to attack. His initial onslaught is really, really strong, but they slow down quick when it comes to their ammo reserves. So now it's just a matter of hanging on, and just bombarding him with more and more missile fire. And as this little piece gets destroyed, it's going to open up more and more in the back. But actually, he's already broken through part of the second wall. So for the first time, our third wall is actually coming into effect here. And this is actually going to be a close fight. I don't know yet who has the advantage. He still has a lot left, and we have a fraction of ourselves left. Oh, it's quieting down as he's running away. He might be running away to store up some more ammo really quick. Getting those missiles back. This guy still has a control room, but he's not really using it very well. I guess it's kind of hard when you have one thruster to control, huh? Ooh, these missiles. Ooh, yep, there you go. There we go. So now, this doesn't have a control room, but the funny thing is, we're pushing it into range, and it can still fire with those people. Okay, I'm actually a little bit worried now because he's doing a really good job at staying far enough away from us that we can only fire a few missiles at a time, but he keeps firing his... I mean, a few lasers at a time, but he keeps firing his missiles, and those are really tearing through us pretty easily because we have a thin body here. So I don't think we're going to win this. I really don't think we're going to win this, but we've just gotten close enough to start getting a little bit more of a heavy density of fire here. But he's still got these missiles firing, and we can't get to those missiles anytime soon unless he turns just like this. But we only have our last wall left. We're down to our last wall, and I think his missiles are still there. Yep, and he's going to break through right with those missiles. Ugh. It looks like we may have met our match. I'm going to fast forward at 2 times speed now. We're going to see how much damage we can do before we are just done. Oh, we have a little section coming up in the back over here. That's cool. That's cool. We have 3 sections. We have 3 separate sections working together now. Blasting through... Wait. Does he have any more weapons? Whoa! We might have an unexpected ending here. Whoa! I don't know if he has any more. He has a couple of lasers over here, and they're gone now. I think we may have actually won this. Can we go 4 times speed? We can. We have another section firing over here now, too. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have an underdog victory here. Where I was like 90% sure that we were done for. And now we are just eating through the rest of him with ease. We have so many individual weapon parts with so many control rooms that despite all the damage he's done to us, we still have 3 independently controlled ships full of lasers. And we're just eating through the rest of him. He is just crumbs. That's all he is now. All right, so we have one final battle here. Cerberus. Is Cerberus going to do better than the Crescent Wrath against our little ship here? It's possible. I don't really know, so I want to place your bets. We've beat the Crescent Wrath. We've beat every ship under that. Can we beat the Cerberus? 2 million worth of lasers. All right, it is on, ladies and gentlemen. The final battle. $2 million worth of lasers versus a $2 million Cerberus, which is supposedly the toughest ship in the game. Can we kill it with lasers? Here we... Uh-oh. He's getting a good angle on him. Ooh, listen to those cannons go. Or how are they gonna do? Are they gonna break through it all? I don't see many missiles on him, so we might be okay if we don't have to deal with that many missiles. Ooh, he's already separated a section of us. Those ion beams might be an issue. It's gonna take us a while to break through all those shields. We're getting there, but he is eating through us with those ion beams. Come on, lasers, get to those ion beams. It's your only hope. Oh, he's breaking through us. He's at the 3rd wall. He is at the 3rd wall. Those ion beams are actually devastating us right now. He's 2 walls in, and we've barely gotten through a single prong here. He's still got most of his ion beams left, too. Perhaps the Cerberus is the better ship in the game. But, who knows, maybe we'll have another underdog victory. I do not have a lot of hope for that, however. But it seems like having our multiple pieces here, there is actually distracting his attention a lot from the main portion of the ship here. But he is now getting pretty focused on us, so I don't have a lot of hope for our ship here. He's just going right through this wall now. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose, but I'm gonna reserve the final judgment until we have no more firing lasers. We put a pretty big hole in him just then. Oh, and just then. We just put oh, and another big hole. He just got these 2 ion beams left, and I think those are our biggest threats right now, but he's just focusing on a useless piece of me right here. We're almost in. We're almost... Oh! I think we win again. I think we actually win again, people. I don't think he has anything left to do. We got this little ship over here is holding his own right now. A single thruster with a handful of lasers. He fires everywhere, and he has no more weapons left. I think this is a clear victory now. It wasn't clear going in at first, but I think now it is. We have an entire wall intact. Literally an entire wall intact. I am really surprised at how well this went. Man, considering how long that first battle took with the $770,000 ship, I really did not expect a $2 million ship to be at all doable. But we have won every single battle. Other than that tie, we did have that one tie. Oh wait, no, that was the missiles, never mind. But wow, we have won every single battle. And it's just, this is an underdog ship right here. It makes you think he doesn't have a chance, but he stands a pretty good chance. Well, I'm actually pretty happy with these results. Let me know, did this break your expectations? Did you think it was actually going to be able to win $2 million of lasers versus $2 million of actually intentionally designed and thought out ship? I did not expect that to be the result, to be honest, but that is the result. So let me know in the comments what you thought down below. If you want to see more episodes of Cosmoteer, let me know what you would like to see. Are there any other types of battles you want to see? And try to see what kind of results we'll get. We did all missiles, we did all lasers. I guess we could do some type of all cannons or something. We haven't done that yet. And see how that does. But we got small cannons, we got large cannons, we got electro bolts as well. Electro bolts are an interesting weapon. They're a very power-sucking weapon. So let me know if you guys want to see any of that. I don't know how much more Cosmoteer I want to do on the channel, but I guess that's up to you guys. If you guys are liking the videos, then I guess we could do some more. Anyway, don't forget to check the links down in the description. If you want more ways to interact with the channel, please join the Discord and become a regular member of the Scrapper community. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.